Aloha, Robbie Dean here on Halama Street. This is 1716. The house we just listed is 1730. This is my neighbor. I lived on this street here where the Jeep is for 21 years. And the lots are about a half acre. It's a really quiet, lovely street. The ocean side obviously is the preferred side. And there's a range of homes here that are not oceanfront. And today they're probably ranging from $850, $900 on up. But the ocean side, I would say today, a vacant lot is going to be in the $4 million range. This was my home, so I'll give you a perspective here. House was built in 1959. We did a lot of renovations. There's a detached cottage here in the front, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, about 600 square feet. Car going by. Yeah, just give you a little perspective. We had a really beautiful gate. So the reality is, once you come through the gate, and you're in your own world and the gate closes, it's pretty spectacular. And you're right on the water, like 10 feet from the water and 10 feet above the water. And it's really calm, perfect climate area. So this is the front of my house. Somebody's parking on the grass, which I never did before. And then there's a house that this property, I think they just paid about $4 million for. I would call it an absolute teardown because the lot is worth $4 million and no value in the house. You can see now I'm walking. So we are parallel here to South Kihei Road, which is about 2 blocks over, and that's a busy corridor. You can walk to Azeka Shopping Place, Ace Hardware, the post office, numerous banks, as well as restaurants. This is a home that's for sale. I want to say it's in the 7 range. And I want to bring you up here, show you another home that I sold. Over the 21 years that I raised my family and lived here, probably sold, it was 8 or 9 or 10 transactions over those years. From 1998 to 2017 when I sold. So there's 2 homes here. I sold the one in front there for just under $4 million, and it's on only a quarter acre versus a half acre. Somebody was able to divide this property in 2. They shared the garage and so forth. But the higher quality homes are down the street here. And it is important to note that the other side of the street is not oceanfront. So if you want a homogeneous neighborhood where you, have CC&Rs and everything is carefully manicured and so forth, then Wailea is probably the place to be. McKenna does not have CC&Rs, even though it's much higher end overall. Homes like these on the beach in Wailea would be in a good condition today, 16 to 40 mil, depending on the home, of course. Again, we're coming back by 1710, which was my home. You can see the cottage behind the gate. And I'm going to walk down to the home we just listed today at 1730 Halama. But in the interim, I just wanted to give you folks a feel for the neighborhood. And the nice thing is the homes to my right on the ocean are all set back, so you don't hear any road sound. They're way back in. Their cottages are out front. So here's the home, and its cottages out front, and then its gate, and you can see the courtyard and the home in the distance. And between the home and the cottage is a 2 or 3 car garage. The other side of the home is gorgeous oceanfront. There's another one that was built not long ago at 1724. And just again, giving you a feel for the quality of this row of properties particularly. This one at 1716, 1724. There's a garage here with a guest quarters upstairs. And then our listing, our new listing, is 1730. And you should know that across the street is a large lot. They're building 4 cottages on it. They can't be rented short-term. They'll probably be sold. And they're going to be about 700 square feet. And they'll each have a 2-car garage. They'll landscape it nicely. But that is what's happening. And then this is the front of 1730, the one that I'm showing you this video for, so you understand the feeling of the neighborhood. And that is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath cottage, just under 600 square feet, has a really nice courtyard. And then you have a 3-car garage. You have photovoltaic on all 3 roofs and both sides. And then you'll be able to see all of the info on this listing and the MLS, and the website is Halama Street, Halama street.info. So that's that home. And then there's another home here that sold not too far long ago at 1736. And this would be the immediate neighbor to the south. And you can see its garage. It's hard to see the entry there. It's behind the areca palms. So that's the southern neighbor to the one that I'm listing now. Then there is what we call a beach access. The state requires shoreline access. So people can go out there and they could walk on the beach. The beach is narrow. It's not very often you see people, but it's not impossible. Often at the end of the day, people will carry a cup of wine or a glass of wine from across the street and go out and watch the sunset. So there's a wall here by 1736's south end. And then this is a beautiful home as well that you should be aware of. And absolutely gorgeous. I had the same people build my gate, Larry Padilla, as the people who did this gate. Mine's all floral. That's the pedestrian part of the gate. And a nice home here that was redone quite a few years ago across the street. It has a cottage and the main house. And then all the way down at the end, you see a park. And that's a 25, let me see if I can zoom in. You can see it there. It's a 25-acre park right on the ocean. And there's tennis courts there that are lit at night, basketball courts, playing fields. And across from the park are restaurants and just a Kihei neighborhood. We got some bicyclists coming by here. Got their music playing. I just wanted to show you just neighbor property here. So you get a little sense of what the quality is. He spent a lot renovating this home, contemporized it quite a bit. So that's the neighborhood, and I thought it was valuable to just share it with you so you have a perspective relative to the house itself. And this is called Halama Street, Halama, and it's in Kihei. And again, you know, you can walk over to Foodland. You could walk over to the finest sushi on Maui at Koisu. You know, within 5 to 10 minute walk. There's even movie theaters that have really nice seats, layback seats or pushback seats. So I lived here for 21 years and we loved it. We raised our children here, but we downsized and moved to Wailea. So thanks for listening, and hopefully that's valuable insights. There's our listing.